I'm Oleksiy Polunin from Kiev, from Ukraine. I'm working as a professor at the Department of Psychology, National University of Life and Environmental Science in Kiev in Ukraine. And here I enjoy having a fellowship at the Stellenbosch Institute for Advanced Studies. My project is devoted to the causality and time representation. Human world picture relies on these two notions, these two key notions, time flow and causality. The world needs to be explained because an unexplained world looks less dangerous and more appropriate for acting. And what are we rely on in our explanation of the world are the causality and the notion of time. So what I'm doing in my project, what is the goal? I took the manipulability theory of causality and I'm examining how far mental representation of cause changes depending on the mental representation of time. So in fact, I'm taking causal relata, which means the cause, the effect, and the time distance in between, and I map the cause and effect on the different representations of time flow, examining how far this mapping contributes to the variation of causality representation. Idea is to examine the limits and the stability of causality representation at the mental level without changing anything in the external world. So that is the novelty of this approach, while the other studies on causality within the manipulativistic approach usually manipulate something in the external world. We do not touch anything in the external world, but we are just manipulating the mental representation of time, and then we manipulate the mental representation of causality. As a result, we hope to develop a long-term research program also including the multiple experiments which should show how far we can intervene in the mental representation of causality.